So we're talking about the portraits here of victimhood on both sides. We go to Melissa on WABC. Now, you say you are a victim of one of the worst cases of assault on file. Melissa, please tell us what that is.
I actually was on a freeway driving home from Detroit from a club with my friends. I got a flat tire. A gang of guys kidnapped me off the freeway, about 8 men, and for the next 12 hours I was held captive with the gun pointed at my head. All of them took turns raping me. I tricked the gang leader into convincing him that I would not go to the police if he let me go, and he did let me go, which was very, very unique in itself when you hear the story.
Did you have them arrested?
Absolutely. I went to the Detroit police right away, and by the way, they were phenomenal. They were professionals and treated me with dignity and respect.
And where did these animals wind up?
They all but one went to prison. 2 of them stood trial. Everybody else pleaded out. The 2 that stood trial, one of them was a drug dealer who absolutely wasn't involved in the actual kidnapping. I went to his place later with one of the gang members. Now, he got off not guilty. 2 men are...
Have you been threatened by them from prison?
I have not been threatened, and I never feared that I would be threatened. These were...
Why?
Thugs, and these were...
Why? If these thugs would rape you, why wouldn't they have someone hurt you?
You know what? I could sense the dynamics of the gang while I was in the midst of all of that, and you go into survival mode and you do what you have to do to live. These guys were uneducated young thugs, and they actually thought that I was the Queen's daughter because I'm Canadian, and I was over in Detroit, partying with my friends. And they called me the Queen's daughter instead of calling me my name. So, in the way that they interacted with each other, the more violent and the more mean they were towards me and physical they were towards me, the higher their pecking order in the gang. So that gang mentality was so obvious to me that it just wasn't normal.
Let me ask you this, Melissa. Do you listen to the Savage Nation regularly?
Absolutely.
What do you think about this topic today of sexual assault both ways?
Well, I work as an advocate right now, and I have actually helped 8 men so far that were convicted wrongly of sexual assault. And I think that's even worse than a woman.
Convicted wrongly? Oh, so you've actually taken the other side.
You know what? I'm pretty open about all sides. I'm actually an expert on sexual assault and the aftermath.
I'd love to know more. I mean, how much of this goes on? Can a woman simply in a workplace say, "He touched me," and that's the end of the guy's life?
Well, I wouldn't go to that extreme. I think there are different levels of it. But yeah, you're darn right, a woman can ruin a man's life, absolutely. But men have to be a little bit more what's the word I'm looking for? They have to be a little bit more aware of the manipulation that a woman can women are pretty evil sometimes when you get down to it. They can manipulate a man, and sexual assault is about power. So if they can get a guy, get the power over a guy by falsely accusing him, they'll do it.
Well, you're a woman who apparently has paid the maximum penalty in terms of your femaleness. You've been raped, gang raped no less, and you were strong enough to figure your way out of it and survive it. And now you're an advocate for both sides. That's pretty admirable, Melissa. That's amazing. That's an amazing story, Melissa. Thank you for calling the Savage Nation. If you want to continue with this, we have one open line at 855-407-282. I'll be right back.
Join the Savage Nation.